G'day everyone, I've got a real-time swatch video for you today, and I've got the Jane Davenport Mixed Media Watercolor palette in neutrals. This is the neutral palette, and I'm gonna swatch all of the colors on this. I've already done it, I'm filming my intro afterwards, but it's not gonna be a long intro because it's real time. So I'm gonna swatch all these colors on this massive fashion illustration I've done, and yeah, stay tuned if you wanna see that. And it's in real time, so it'll be a little long, but I've got some commentary and it might be fun for you to listen to. Anyway, bye. So we got my big fashion illustration here, and I'm going to swatch straight on top of it. I'm also going to try and keep this real time. I know a lot of you guys want to see things in real time, so basically I'm doing just lots of splashing on of color. This is not going to be a neat little painty video, but yeah, I'll keep it real time, then I don't have to edit it really, so maybe this is more for me than it is for you guys. I'm going to swatch through every color, you'll see where I'll put it, and I'll tell you what color it is as I'm putting it down, but this is the Jane Davenport Mixed Media Neutrals Watercolor Palette. And this is my fashion illustration, this is my swatch, so let's get started. Oh, before I start, I'll just let you know, I used this Japanese calligraphy ink. I actually got this from the Daiso, I'm pretty sure. And I used one of these calligraphy brushes, and I used this Jane Davenport Epic pen as well for a lot of the finer details. So I'm pretty sure this is waterproof. If it's not, then you're gonna watch me blend it all together. Let's go for it. This is Coco right here, and I've got Coco right in the middle, so let's start with her. Alright, so just a little messy. I'm basically putting it on anywhere that I want some shadows, and the rest is just going to be some severe highlight. All that white space. Yeah, that's Coco. So the next one we've got over here is Spice. Anyone else love the Spice Girls? Spice Girls, one of my favorite parts of my childhood. So just grabbing those areas where I think there are shadows. I haven't mapped it out, I haven't used a reference or anything. If I really think about it, I'd probably put the shadows in all the wrong places, but you know what? It's fine by me. Well, I don't think this is dried around here, so I'm gonna blend some of that black in there. Maybe I should have been a little more patient and let it dry. But if you guys are watching, you probably know already that I'm not as patient as I need to be. Maybe I'll work on that, maybe I won't. I didn't do any New Year's resolutions this year, so I'm not bound to anything. I'm just still trying to be a good person. Takes up a lot of energy. Alright, we've got Buff here. I'm a big fan of this neutrals palette. I think these colors are really, really pretty. And I love that these are neutral skin tones for really any kind of ethnicity. I mean, this is a gorgeous base, and this one is stunning too, and Buff. I mean, you really don't even have to blend anything with these. These are ready to go for your skin tones, which is kind of hard to find with watercolor. So I'm happy to have these. James, you should have waited. Just blending in that ink. That's alright. Is it the end of the world? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below if you think I really should have waited. The longer I wait, the longer you wait to get the video, so it's a bit of a catch-22, isn't it? Alright, now I'm going to get into Apple. This apple here is going on this apple right here. These are the primary colors. Both sets, the brights and the neutral, come with their version of primaries. So that's always good. Literally means you can blend custom blend a ton of colors. All right, she's having apple lips too. A little bit of white, just a little bit of a highlight to show that she's got gloss on. Because she's fashion. She loves gloss. All right, I'm gonna dilute that a little bit and just pop some of that into her eyeshadow, into her crease. Oh, look at me, I'm like a beauty vlogger. Just cut that crease out. They would do a better job blending, but for all intents and purposes, this is just a swatch, isn't it? All right, blueberry. Let's go full on with this blue. Look at these blueberries I've got up here. So I love fashion illustration. Fashion illustration is one of my favorite things to draw. A lot of my work has a bit of a fashion influence, and I used to want to be a fashion designer, but I feel like I lost my competitive edge, and there's really no way you can be a fashion designer without that competitive edge. So I took it into the mixed media realm, and now I just draw it for fun. She's gonna get a bold blueberry lip. Whoops. And some blue eyeshadow. Matchy matchy. I love that. Alright, mango. I accidentally got a bit of that apple in the mango, so hopefully it doesn't show. There you go. So I like to add a lot of pigment to the page and then spread it around with water. Lots of other ways you can do it. You can add water to your page first and then drop the pigment in. That's a really cool effect too. Ooh, she's pulling off yellow eyeshadow. I don't know if a lot of people could. Alright. Well, there are the faces. That was quick. Over here, these three fashionistas, they've all got coats on. So these were the headpieces and some makeup. And the skin tones I wanted to swatch. These ones have got their winter coats on. And over here we've got Dove. Do you love how I tried to draw a dove up here? It just looks like a hairy chicken. But I'm not mad about that. Are you guys mad about that? Alright, I'm not going to go full on with the coat. I actually want to just put some pattern on it. Everyone knows I love a good brush stroke. I like to be really free and easy with this stuff. I mean, especially fashion illustration, you can get away with not being very precise because it's a mood. I mean, I don't know if I could literally translate these into clothes, but fashion illustration is kind of like the jumping off point. It's getting your ideas out and being inspired by the silhouette, the colors, the story, the feel, the mood, etc., all that art talk that we say when we love to take things really seriously. Oh, she is giving me a little bit of prison realness. Slash pajama. Alright, that's a bedtime fantasy. So now we're going to go into unicorn. This probably won't really swatch up as anything. But you can see that the pigment does lay over the black, so it's a very rich white. It's just, I mean, I have to swatch it, but I don't really know what to do with it. I caught some of that Dove. Whoops. Alright, I think you get the idea. Now I'm just putting it on for no reason. Let's see if it'll work on some of these, on these little black tights down here. Oh, okay. She's got polka dot tights now. It was a fun little surprise. Put some in her hair. She want polka dot hair. Oh, I'm using this Snap Flow round brush in a size 12. It was probably a cheap brush from somewhere. Alright, this is Raven, so this is a black. And I've already got a black image, so let me try and dilute some of it and spread it around. Alright, give her some strokes for those feathers. That's supposed to be a raven wing, but you know what, I didn't even use a reference image, so I'd be lying if I told you I knew what a raven really looked like. And I don't really do animals. It's one of my limitations. I should work on it, but I've got other things to work on. Okay. Let's see if we can put some of this really heavy down the bottom here and fade it out. Or, no, change my mind. Let's put a lot on and give it a really nice watercolor effect. We're gonna drop some water into it, let it pool up. Here we go. Or, oh no, I didn't grab an extra piece, so I'm ripping this off. Let's blot some out. Oh, I love that texture. Someone was saying I needed to get an actual cloth, and I thought, oh, I'm definitely gonna do it next time. Psych. I didn't. It was a good suggestion, and I totally intended to do it. Maybe I should have resolved to be less lazy this year. More patient, less lazy. Resolutions for me just don't do it because I'm not good under that kind of pressure. Alright, so we've only got 3 colours left. What else do we have? Kiss Kiss. Oh, I now remember that Holly Valance song, Kiss Kiss. Love it. She's got a little bag here. Just a little going out bag, very understated, huge lips. Kylie Jenner lip palette. Lip kit? Lip palette. Alright. That was simple. What else do we have? Sand. This one was hard to try and figure out what I was going to do with it, so I think I just chose to give her sandy pants. Let that fade out down here. Just wash. Let's try and dot some of that pigment in there and just watch it spread. Let it work its own magic. And one more, we've got vitamin C. Now you're probably going to think this is crazy, but I'm doing these little vitamin C tablets. You know, the little chewable ones? That's what this is. So I want the darker dots at the bottom, more heavy dose of watercolor at the bottom, and then let it kind of dilute toward the top. Just giving you a little 70s vibe. Alright, that's it. Those are all the colours from the Neutrals palette. Oh, should I do something with that leaf? Is anyone else bothered by that? I am. Red apple with a red leaf. You saw it here first. Alright. I'm super happy with that. Now, I'm gonna do the little square swatches down here, just so you guys don't slate me for it anymore. I knew when I said it I was shooting myself in the foot, but there you go. Look, I'm doing it. Give me a thumbs up for finally giving you guys the little square swatches. Dove. Do I bother doing the unicorn swatch? I'll do it. Don't be lazy, James. I think that's unicorn mixed with messy water. You know, I haven't even swatched it in my tin. What if one of these colors is in the wrong order? And I'm just telling you guys, like, this is it, but it's not at all because I didn't even swatch it in the tin. Let me know, won't you? before I go telling the world that these are the real colours and they're all wrong. They seem right. Like, I wouldn't question anything. Oh, you know what? I want to give her a little lip. She deserves some makeup. And a cheek. Oh, now I'm really tempted to give them all cheeks. Let me just lightly wash over some of this apple. I can't help myself. I go overboard, and I know I should stop, but I don't. Even the hairy chicken's getting a cheek. Alright, so that's the Jane Davenport Mixed Media Watercolor Neutrals palette. This palette right here. This is my swatch for it. This massive fashion illustration. Thanks for watching, everyone.